Star Trek Armada is a game that is over 20 years old, yet I have great memories about it. It was one of the first RTS I ever played, and I am truly enjoying the time playing it again after so many years of not even touching the game. The game wouldn't even work on, operating systems after XP, so it's great to be able to play this game again. I think one of the reasons why I think Star Trek Armada is probably one of the best RTS that came out during this time is simply because, the RTS having been born really in the primordial goo of Utopia, which was an Atari 2600 game, and then essentially becoming solidified with Doom 2. During this time, about maybe 8 years, from 1992 to about 2000, there was a lot of competition between a lot of companies that were making these games. And I think, Star Trek Armada definitely does show a lot of passion. And same with Star Trek Armada 2, even though I don't really like the combat very much in Star Trek Armada 2, the ships are too weak. But I think one of the greatest things is that simply they're able to take the IP of Star Trek and apply it in an RTS game. So every ship is important. You can capture ships, you have to repair systems. Um, and the game isn't overly complex like other RTSs become. Like Age of Empires 4, for example, has a lot more variation between factions, but it's a lot more intimidating for new players or people who have no experience playing with RTSs to get into it. So Star Trek Armada definitely represents kind of a, in my opinion, this is the same reason why I enjoy games like Master Orion 2, which came out 4 years earlier to Star Trek Armada, because simply these games are mechanically sound games. They're still fun to play. They're not overly complex, and but they're not too simplistic. But they're complex enough to have strategy, have some importance, but also that I think that also the games have passion in them. They feel like these are projects that the people in who are making the game, in this case Activision, they really put effort into it, and it really shows. It may not be the best Star Trek game ever made, or the best RTS in the top one, and I think that goes to some other games, but it's definitely one of the much better ones that we've had. Probably one of the best, but maybe not the best. But it definitely represents an era of experimentation, of change, of creativity. And I'm going to be making more videos about Star Trek Armada, trying to talk about the tips, how to play the game properly. I think that, this is a game that I would recommend to everyone who has an interest in playing very early 2000s games and want to have not just a trip down memory lane, but to play a game that is mechanically sound and is fun to play, even all these years later. And I think, it's great to be able to play it again. So I recommend it to everyone. So thank you for watching this video, and please remember to subscribe to get more content on Star Trek Armada and other video games. Thank you.